Yo, peace. It's Dan Naga again. Peace to all my people going through the targeting. Hope that you're alright. Hope that you're in good spirits. Hope that your mind is clear and refreshed. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done a little video. So bear with me. I've got a little bit of information to share. It won't be too long. But yeah, still going through it. Basically, as you've seen, like if you watch my channel, you've seen like they've been using a lot of maroon and a lot of red and a lot of little smart carbs and all that. So they're still doing that. And I've noticed that every junction I turn, like, because I've got a new job now, so I'm working, so I do like delivery. So every junction I stop at, they've got a bit of maroon there, a car or whatever colour, someone wearing the colour. And then they seem to be using combat colours as well. So they're using camouflage colours as well, like in just to synchronize with like junctions. And you know if you're targeted, you know how they use colour to synchronize and do their foolishness. But yeah, basically, to tell the truth, I've been feeling quite good. Like spirits are good. My mind is, the clarity has been great, They're still like doing a little silly things with ambulances, and they've paid someone to bloody, every time I go in my bathroom or I walk into my bedroom, sometimes they paid someone who's, I think they've got an ice cream van, to put their ice cream van sirens on. So I'm not sure where they're getting that from. So yeah, and then we get like at certain times of day, if I'm at home, we get the lad motorbikes coming and revving outside and all that. Just like little annoying bullshit what doesn't really have any power to do anything. So yeah, it's the same little annoying bullshit. Sometimes you get the helicopters flying at certain times that they like to harass, noise campaigns and that. Like people that bit it's gone. I think they're getting desperate now, like to really annoy me. So they've been doing it before, but now I'm seeing a lot of racial overtones as well. Like people leaving banana skins outside my door and leaving some different kind of subliminal messages, like with rappers, chocolate rappers, and all this like shit, just like placed strategically. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know, man. It's the same kind of crazy shit. But to tell the truth, I've been feeling good, man. I can't complain. Before it was like, oh, just like, but lately I've been feeling like a weight's lifted off my shoulders. Maybe because I'm getting out more, because I'm working and that I'm busy. And yeah, I stumbled upon some good information as well on YouTube. The channel's called Alternative View, and I think the abbreviation is like AV8. That's what they use. And I've watched a lecture with some guy, they call him Esoteric. So if you check out that channel, Alternative View, on YouTube, he was speaking about canon law and the Vatican, the Pope, the Jesuits, the Freemasons. They're all the scumbags what are behind all the ills in the world, basically. They've been probably doing their diabolical deeds for like probably over 1,000 years. You know what I'm saying? So they're really entrenched in the corruption, all the wars. They back all the wars. They're behind the wars. Like, you know what I mean? They're the ones who control all the secret societies, like the Jesuits and the Freemasons and the Vatican. So basically, he was saying a lot about that, and he was explaining about the straw man, the birth certificate, and all the bullshit. Like, they think that they own us, basically. They think that, you know what I mean, because you've got a birth certificate, you're a corporation and all that shit. Like, it's such bullshit, but it's good information, you know what I mean? Like, it's true what they say. It's like, knowledge will set you free. Information, you don't want to die because of a lack of information. That little information I got from that guy, Esoteric Dell, it's like it lifted a weight off my shoulder. It's like something clicked to me, like, okay, so this is what this is about. Like, all the zombies you see out there, basically, all the perps, the gang stalkers, the people who just go around aimlessly doing the bidding for these evil entities. Basically, they're being controlled, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure if they've been, you know what I mean, brainwashed because of this so-called phony maritime law and this canon law. Like, research canon law and like the Vatican, like the Jesuits and that, and you'll see that They use a lot of trickery and wordplay and spellings to trick you. Even if you sign a check, like I was told that the small little underline where you put your signature, there's some minute words there, and that's to entrap people and all that bullshit. So there's a lot of deception. But if you just keep your mind pure and just, you know what I mean, always be in tune with your higher self and pray, you know what I'm saying, and stay focused, you'll be alright, you know what I mean. But I've been seeing a lot of bullshit, man. It's like they use the roads as like a monopoly board, basically. So if you're driving around and say there's a sign or an advertisement and it's a disturbing one, like a Halloween or something ghostly or something, they would like wait till you get up to that sign and they would like do a siren there, or you'll see someone doing some street theater there to grab your attention. Like it's just so childish and diabolical. It's like, what do they think that's going to gain? Like if you really, I can't explain the foolishness of what they're doing. It's like, so what if there's an advert there and it says, oh, kill this, kill that, or it's an advert, or say it's a name or something. I don't know if they're trying to trigger some kind of response, or, you know what I mean? But it's just so diabolical. It just doesn't make sense. Like, what is it going to do? They can't touch you. I don't think I've heard about one target that's been physically touched by one of these perps, or, you know what I mean? Yeah, they do try and use their little weaponry. They're still trying to hit me with that, the microwaves and the stings and all that. But because, you know what I mean, I've been feeling so good and pure that thing is really gone down. You know what I mean? So, yeah, what else I got to say? Yeah, definitely check out that channel. He'll give you like an insight of what kind of place this is. You know what I mean? If you haven't got the knowledge of what kind of place this is, I don't know if there's some alien species, or like they really think that they're in control of people, that they really think they've got the right to own you because of a certificate, because of a man-made law. It's crazy. Like, just, you know, it's diabolical. I can't keep saying that word enough. That we're free individuals. You know what I'm saying? We're sovereign beings. Like, we're not corporations. You know what I'm saying? We're not slaves. They don't own us. We're not indebted to them. They're nobodies. They're cockroaches, basically. They're scum of the earth. They're evil entities. That's who they pray to. They're pedophiles. They do child sacrifices. They do all type of disgusting, wicked deeds. But they try to take a moral high horse and oppress other people and target other people and try to dig up your background to make you feel guilty, or, you know what I mean? It's so twisted. It's just mind blowing. But yeah, as I said, like, I've noticed there's some perps at work and that, but I'm not really letting them get to me. You know what I'm saying? It's just life, innit? You know, people saying subliminal things and stuff of that nature. I won't really get too deep into it. You know what I mean? But I know what they're getting at. But it's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So just gotta stay positive and just know that they got a lot of dirty tricks up their sleeve. You got to really be careful of where you eat as well, because there's a lot of nanotechnology in the food now, and the chemtrails they're spraying also contains nanotechnology. So you got to watch what you drink, watch what you eat, watch who you take things from as well, because there's a lot of perps that will pose as friends, you know what I'm saying? And I've noticed that I think the mind control, it's connected to the mobile phone. So be careful what time you pick your phone up, or what location you are in when you pick your phone up, because there is such things as ley lines. They're like energy ley lines. Basically, they're in certain parts of the city, certain parts of the country, certain parts of the world, and that's where energy flows. So basically, you've got to be careful. And if you're near any churches, be careful as well, because they've got ley lines running through them. They've built, like, most of the churches on the ley lines, and that's where they try to drain energy. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people who are going to church and that, their energy is getting sucked, basically. It's all about energy, basically, you know what I'm saying? So they can't control your energy. They can't take your energy. They just want to try and harvest your energy. But because you're like a warrior, spiritual warrior, and you're protecting your energy, they're jealous, and it's, you know what I mean, creating an imbalance for them, you know what I'm saying? So There's a lot of I think it's a different case for everyone. It might not be that type of case for you, but I know for me, it's a lot of them points I've stated. But for someone else, it could be something personal, like you've pissed off a bloody employee or someone who's connected to the Freemasons or Jesuits, someone connected to a free secret society. So they've targeted you, or you're in debt with someone, a bank, or someone done a business loan for you and you haven't paid it. You know what I mean? It could be a lot of different scenarios, but it's all wrong no matter what they're trying to target you for. They have no right to try and ruin your life, you know what I mean? And they're doing very dangerous things to me as well, because when I'm driving in the city, they're flying overhead, following me, sending motorbikes and cars to try and cut me off with suggestive license plates. You know what I'm saying? Like, they always use license plates and colours. You just know when it's a perp, you know what I mean? And then when you see other perps on the street, they scratch their noses and do hand signals and that, you know what I mean? Especially when I'm in the city, like, you can imagine how busy it is up there. There's just like thousands of perps up there, and they're all dressed in their uniforms, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you just got to be careful, man. But I do stress, go and check out that channel, Alternative View. It's got a lot of good information there, and it's proper free into the spirit and your soul, you know what I mean? Like, it's like once your spirit and soul gets a hold of certain information, it's like you're elevated past the bullshit. Because I'm telling you, since I've listened to certain information and I've got certain like books I'm reading and that, trust me, it's like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder. Like, the things they're doing now, it used to bother me, but now it's just like a little flea is like just buzzing around me. It's just it's nothing. I'm sleeping better, you know what I'm saying? I feel more fitter, more positive, you know what I'm saying? So I just hope that, you know, you're not letting these flipping cockroaches stress you out. Get out more. Get out more. If you're not working, go and get a job. Start earning, you know what I'm saying? Don't let them trap you. Don't let them box you in. Because, you know what I mean? You're a supreme being. You're a sovereign being. You can't be trapped or boxed. What they're trying to do is trap your mental. You know what I'm saying? And once they try and trap your mental, that's when you're going to have a breakdown. So you've got to keep your mind active. If they're giving you noise campaigns, you make sure that you're playing your good music you enjoy, and you block them out. If you're out there and they're doing color coordinations, synchronizing and all that shit, you go and get the color they're using and you pull it on. It just happens that the work color that I have to wear is the same color that they're trying to, you know what I mean, synchronize with me. So it's funny, you know what I mean? When I get paid, I'll bloody get some camouflage and pull it on as well. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be less effective. So yeah, just I've got some other things to say, but I can't really think about them at the moment. But yeah, just be careful, man, because they've got some dirty tactics out there, man. You know what I mean? They've even got vans that pose as like British Telecom vans, Thames Water vans are rarely suspect, and they've got other vans like Sky vans and that, and they emit like a stench. I don't know what it is. It's like a foul odor they're emitting. So they'll see you and they'll have your whereabouts. And then if you're parked there or you're doing something, you're working or you're walking somewhere, they'll pull up and then they'll emit that odor. And God knows what they got in it. They could have flipping nanotechnology in the odor or some pungent smell. Because before they done that, I was parked up and I could just smell it. It was disgusting. I had to pull off, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Be really careful, man. Yeah, so they have no regard for the safety of other civilians, because what they've been doing is doing flyovers and trailing me and getting perps to follow me when I'm driving. I'm driving a van, a big van. So imagine if I get frustrated or start watching for them and then I'll crash and hurt somebody or hurt myself. You know what I mean? They're really getting desperate with me now because they know that I'm just on a higher level. I just can't be touched. Like they've lost with me. They've lost. Like, I know too much now. They'll never be able to box me in or get me to have a breakdown, or, you know what I'm saying? They slow up my money because for some reason their evil corporations or the organizations, they seem to have a hand in any employee. Like, unless you're self-employed or you start your own business, if the major corporations, all the companies who are hiring, they always have to answer to these gang stalking perps, these Freemason Jesuits, that they seem to have to answer to them. So, you know what I mean? Be careful at work, because there's a lot of mobbing going on that I've been hearing from TIs, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And there's another good channel as well. It's called Left Side of the Brain. He's on YouTube as well. And he talks about the organic portholes and like the narcissism that the perps use, you know what I mean? They're narcissists, most of them. So they don't care about what they do, you know what I mean? Them narcissists, you know what I mean? They'll sell their soul for a packet of chewing gum, you get me? So it's crazy, man, because they're using their consciousness for the beast, basically. So they're marked, man. So I won't worry about them. You'll have the last laugh when it comes to them. So yeah, to all my people going through the struggle, stay positive, drink a lot of water, eat good food, try and stay away from white sugar, white flour, you know what I mean? Stay away from eating out too much, because if they know that, you know what I mean, you eat at a certain place, they can just sprinkle their nanotechnology in your food or poison your food, make you sick, you know what I mean? So try and prepare your own food and that, and be careful who you socialise with, you know what I'm saying? But apart from that, you know, just get a lot of exercise, and the weather's been quite good where I am, so that's a plus. But yeah, signing off again till the next time. I hope everything's fine with you. Peace.